welcome. Thank you very much. And thank you, Chairman Trump, new Board of Education, Board of Finance, Town Council, members of the public. I thank you for getting up early on a Saturday morning so that we could talk about a very important topic for our community, the education of our students, which also is the major economic driver of Monroe community. And with that said, we will move forward here. I will present certain portions. As Mr. Trump said, we'll pause, and we want this to be more of a conversation. So if there are questions along the way, we welcome those. And so here we stand, and I think some of you in the audience, maybe many of you, know that this is going to be a difficult budget year. Since August, I have been presenting to the Board of Education, the Board of Finance, the Town Council, talking about the drivers, and especially health insurance, which seems to be the headline story in our budget this year. If we look at the budget for next year, we are looking at a significant increase to maintain the integrity of the educational system as it exists today. Currently, our budget is at $50,530,218. This budget proposal seeks to ask for $54,526,322, which is an increase of 7.85. Knowing the difficult times, knowing the economic climate in which we live, this was not an easy decision to bring forth to the community. But as the educational leader of the community, I felt it was my role to present to the citizens of Monroe and to the parents what we need to continue to provide an educational system that meets the needs of our children. The assumptions that are in place, and these are small text, but most of these are kind of boilerplate. These are all the things that we must do. These are the mandates to safety, OSHA, things that we must maintain, state, federal guidelines. The assumptions, though, are state and federal funding will decrease. We anticipate, we're hearing from our state legislators that there is a concern about funding. Even the governor, when she was kind enough to come to our town and swear in town officials, I had a chance to ask her about educational funding. And she said, we're going to try to maintain it, but it's all part and parcel with municipal funding. If municipal funding is cut, reduced, it all impacts the same pot in a community. We are looking at each year, truing up our system, going through staff member by staff member to make sure that we are utilizing each person in the appropriate manner to best meet the needs of our students. We did not just take the budget from last year, roll it over, and add on cost of living increases. And I would like to thank the entire administrative team sitting on the sides of this room who spent countless hours working together as a team for the best interests of our students pre-K through high school. We will continue to seek partnerships with the town of Monroe. Currently, we have shared services for technology, and I had a meeting yesterday with First Selectman Vavrick. We will continue that open conversation and seeking to strive for efficiencies in our town. If we can do things better and we can save money, obviously we want to do that. We want to preserve the resources of the community. Special education will be budgeted assuming that excess cost grant, it's a major grant that comes into our district, is only going to be funded at the 60% level, which will have a huge impact on our budget, approaching $200,000 to the negative. This past year that we just closed out, we had 100% reimbursement. The year in which we're living, we're hoping for 70. So as the state withdraws those funds, and as the stimulus money, that this is the last year of the stimulus money, the following budget, as we start to think going forward, as those funds are withdrawn, then the responsibility comes back on the local community if those services are to be maintained.